Stuffed owls dressed like hipsters are Rebecca Saylor's thing. She spends 5 hours sewing and decorating each one by hand. Saylor sells them for $50 a piece on Etsy, the online marketplace with more than 1 million shops for handmade products.
Etsy was the perfect platform for me. They were doing their part to gain customers and elevate the experience of handmade.
That is, she says, until Etsy became more corporate.
They did make some changes which caused a weird shift in the ecosystem.
18 months ago, Etsy allowed sellers to use manufacturers to produce en masse. The goal was to help sellers grow their businesses while Etsy built greater scale. Saylor's sales have slipped 15% since then. The new policy has made it harder for consumers to find her pillows and compete on price.
So why not just use a manufacturer to compete?
Etsy sellers, they have this extreme emotional connection to their piece, and they want the public at large to feel the same way, which they do, I'm sure, in many ways. But at the end of the day, it is a business.
Etsy was founded a decade ago by Rob Kalin and 2 friends. The idea gained traction with other artisans and caught the attention of big-name venture capitalists such as Excel Partners and Union Square Ventures. Over time, success bred conflict, and Kalin rejected any stray from the company's core values. He left in 2011. Now Etsy's going public, and the new policies could help it look more attractive to Wall Street. Etsy charges 20 cents for each listing and 3.5% commission from each sale. The more transactions, the better. Etsy declined to comment on the policy changes in the IPO. Kalin did not respond to requests seeking comment. But these changes are common in the lead up to a public offering, even if it means offending some customers.
You know, companies need to evolve. Those that don't risk being left behind in a world that changes around them. And when they tap out their market, I think the trick is to do it in a gradual way, or a way that doesn't offend your original base. As if a company moves too quickly, it can have negative impact on the current customer base, and that of course shows up in terms of revenues and margins and all of those things.
At an Etsy team meetup in San Francisco, sellers have mixed reactions to the IPO. Some say these changes are just the price you pay for being part of a larger ecosystem. But Rick Kitagawa left the site when the policy changes were announced.
For a site that kind of claims to really empower crafters, I didn't really feel that it was actually doing that.
And yet, some see Etsy's IPO as an opportunity. They've started a campaign to raise $1.5 million and build a stake in the IPO. Those used to expressing themselves through art are starting to do so with their wallets.